Welcome back to The Price of Business. I'm your host, Kevin Price, talking to you about you and your business. I'm going to spend a little bit of time. I'm doing a series on, companies that really need to reach out to the CEO in order to make things happen. Going to spend some time with our next guest. He's Cameron Croft, and he's with a company called Croft Systems. And you can learn more about them at croftsystems.net. Cameron, welcome to the program. Tell us a little bit about yourself and your company.
Yes, sir. I appreciate the opportunity to be on your show. I am the Chief Operating Officer of Croft Production Systems. This company got its start as a natural gas processing company in 1986. My father actually had to reignite a pilot light on a natural gas dehydrator. So if you don't know, a natural gas dehydrator is on every natural gas well site. So in relighting that the pilot, like a water heater, it actually exploded on them. So luckily no one was hurt, but this greatly incentivized my father to determine a better dehydration system, which is our passive dehydration system today.
That's like the biggest understatement I've heard in my entire life. It greatly incentivized him.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
For Dad, it was a matter of life or death.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. And he always likes to make that point across to me when I'm trying to run things. But this new system requires no burners, no moving parts. It utilizes actual salt, so it's like a salt water system in your house, and it removes all the water content from the natural gas stream. But this dramatically increased our safety, economical, and environmental issues over the industry standard.
Well, and it sounds like, from a liability perspective, it long-term wise could have a shift in even your liability costs, from an insurance perspective, I would think.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, this requires no air permits because there's no emissions. There's nothing that comes off of it. So 87% of all our new leads is actually word of mouth. So this is actually our first marketing. So, again, I appreciate that. But over the last 7 years, because this company is only 7 years old, and now we're in 9 states. We're about to go full national, and we're starting to do international work right now as well.
So this is your first marketing effort?
Yes, sir. Yeah, we actually hired our 2 new business developers, and they've kind of kicked us off on our marketing, and you're actually our first show, so I'm honored to be on it.
Well, just don't forget us when you're huge.
Yeah.
Don't forget your humble beginnings and the Price of Business show. So Cameron, but the company's 7 years old.
Yes, sir.
So you've been doing everything by word of mouth and viral marketing?
Yeah, 87% of all new leads. Oil and gas is actually a small niche market. So if you actually have a good product and if you can back it up with service, and that's why we pretty well built our whole business model. We engineer, manufacture, and service all our own equipment for our clients. So it's a turnkey package, and that's what kind of incentivized the word of mouth program referral.
Yeah, I love it. I think it's fantastic. So what are some of the other, why is it so important to, actually I probably already know a little bit of the answer just because of what you told me, but you go ahead and articulate why it's so important to pitch this to the CEO. I can imagine, because there's additional cost doing it your way versus the traditional way, but that cost is so consumed, with liability safety that to me it would seem like a no-brainer, but unfortunately you really have to get to the CEO to convey that, don't you?
Yes, sir. Yeah, that's right. This is a 1920s technology, but everyone treats it as a black box. So we have to go in there. We always have to do these tests with the clients, but now we're starting to get into the larger clients, and so I guess we're starting to legitimize ourselves. So no longer the mom and pops are looking at us and saying you have to prove yourself, and because we. In the very beginning, we didn't know how far we can actually push ourselves, and now it's starting to be a very exciting point of our company.
Well, I think it's fantastic. I love what you do. When did your dad almost blow up?
That was a natural gas dehydrator. It's called a TEG unit.
Yeah, but when did that happen?
Oh, that was in 1986.
1986, and so from 86 until 7 years ago, almost 17 years later, I guess, he devoted himself to developing a better way.
Yes, sir. Yeah, he was a consultant and owned his own oil and gas wells. So he started creating it. He put it on his own wells just to try it out. Once he found out he can actually do it and it actually worked, the economics worked for him, then in 2007 he said, I'm going to go the full enchilada, and he went into the equipment business at that point.
Yep. Very good. Very good. I think that's fantastic. So tell me about the other, a typical company that's a good company for you to reach?
Well, right now it's actually production companies, anyone trying to process natural gas. We've started to get into some midstream groups, pipelines, and some refineries as well.
Okay. And typically, how big of a company does it need to be in order to use your services?
Oh, no, we got some companies that it's a one-man operation to companies that have 20,000 employees. So
you do have clients with as many as 20,000 employees?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, and I guess you'd like to get more of those.
Yes, sir. Yeah, no, that's, like the industry said, those are the whales. So we can't spend all our time because the mom and pops actually got us here. So they've actually helped us all the way.
So if you got in front of these whales, though, they probably would respond pretty quickly.
Yes, sir. And that's what we're pushing this year, and with this show and everything else, is if we finally got a good product, good engineering behind it, good service group behind it, now we hit that plateau, we would like to take it to the next level.
Where are you corporately located?
Right now, we're actually southwest Houston in a little boondock town called Needville.
Oh, I've been to Needville, yes, southwest Houston. Yeah, I've been there before. That's exciting. Well, that's cool. Who says nothing good comes out of Needville?
Yeah, that's right.
Just proof positive something might. I think something has, and I think it's awesome. How many people are on your team?
Right now, we got up to 31 as of yesterday. Hired a new engineer on, so.
Very cool. I think that's awesome. I'm happy for you. And it sounds like you're going to continue to grow. Are you continuing to try to expand and improve the product?
Yes, sir. Yeah, we got with that vertical integration, that engineering manufacturing service, we actually have our own inside perspective, so everything goes back into that continuous improvement program.
Yeah, I think that's awesome. What are you doing to try to get in front of some of these CEOs with about 30 seconds left?
Well, we have, to get in front of them, we actually set up a series of meetings, but usually it's expos, and we have to do the grassroots campaign, kind of go from the ground up. And usually the word of mouth has actually got us in front of some big people, some decision makers at that point. So usually it's our product or our service kind of helps out.
Cameron Croft has been our guest. He's with a company called Croft Systems. That's croftsystems.net. Love hearing these stories about people who are challenged in trying to get in front of these very hard-to-reach CEOs. Harder now than any time in economic history to get in front of CEOs. I really believe that, at least in modern economic history. With all the technology that is supposed to make life easier, all the social media that's designed to make communications more to flourish, we actually have a harder time than ever engaging with people. And so it's great hearing your story, and I wish you great success.
I appreciate it, sir. Thank you for the opportunity.
When we come back, much more for you. Do want to remind you the best content here shows up over there at usdatareview.com, and you're listening to The Price of Business.